Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Before we get into it, I just wanted to show you something that I know you guys are relating to. I thought it was pretty funny. It's a little bit about Craigslist ads, but I just want to show you exactly what I go through. Let me make this a little bit dimmer. You see that red? Those are all ads that are flagged. And I can almost guarantee that these are the ads that aren't being taken down by Craigslist because I'm not doing anything wrong with them. These are all being flagged. So for any of you that are having that actual struggle with these ads being taken down, just know I'm on that struggle too. I know a lot of you will relate to this. But obviously that's not what we're going to be talking about today. As you can tell by the title of the video, today I'm going to be showing you some different strategy that I have been trying on OfferUp. And I go through strategies left and right, not because they're not working or other things aren't working that I need to change, but necessarily just because I want to see different strategies that I can help you guys with, because not every strategy that works for me will work for you, because there's different people in different towns and different countries, and so different applications of how things are posted, the ad copy, the wording can be different for you. So I'm just trying to give you guys as many options as possible to show you what's exactly working for me, and you can try each of them until one sticks for you. So obviously I'm going to be talking about OfferUp, and I'm going to be going through two ads, just kind of ones that I know that I tried something different on that sold really quickly, and I think it was because of the one thing that I changed. So with that said, let's get right into it. So obviously before I get into it, if you guys are new here, definitely hit that little subscription button down below. And if you enjoyed today's piece of content, definitely give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate the support. But I'm basically going to be putting it up on the screen here, looking at two different ads that have basically I changed the actual description of these ads on OfferUp, and it's something you guys can try. I've tried different strategies all the time, but this is one I think could be valuable for you guys. So I'm going to be putting up right here. So we can be looking at the first one. This is going to be one out of two ads I'm going to be showing you guys. This is an iPhone 7 Plus, 128 gigabytes unlocked. And this phone, I ended up posting it literally this morning, and it sold within 2 hours. And it didn't even sell within 2 hours. It was probably within 45 minutes, but actually meeting up with the person. So I got the cash in hand from clicking submit on the OfferUp app to put up the ad, and actually getting cash in my hand, and it ended up making $150 profit. So as you can guys see, I listed it for $500. An iPhone 7 Plus was unlocked because it was Verizon and it had a higher gigabyte, so it was a pretty easy sale, especially with the box, accessories, cases, all that good jazz. But here I had posted it, and I tried a little bit something different in the description. So as you guys can see in the description, I literally laid it out a little bit different. If you've watched my other videos, I was a little bit more casual with the descriptions, and I still do that on a lot of my ads, I'll be honest with you guys, but I tried a little bit different strategy, and I think it really paid off. So I made a very clean cut, as you guys can see on the actual ad right next to me, but I put iPhone 7 Plus, just gets there, just make sure they know exactly what phone they're getting. The color, jet black. So as you guys can see, what I started to do was actually lay it out in a very formal type of way. So I kind of laid it out in a sense, if you guys, I don't know based on what kind of area you're on, but a lot of the stores will post on these apps are starting to a lot more now, and you'll see it a lot more in the near future. But a lot of these phone stores like Buy, Sell, Fix, they're trying to sell their phones. We'll put them up here on OfferUp, and they'll actually have it very similar to this. They'll put a little bit different where they'll say it's like in a store and stuff like that. But I know a lot of stores that I know are not killing it in this area simply because they aren't doing things like this. And the whole point of this strategy is to really try making it look like I'm a little bit more of a professional, like I know what I'm doing, I'm not trying to scam you, because you guys, when people write paragraphs, I hate that, because I'm not trying to read a paragraph, one, and two, it's usually just filled with excuses on what's wrong with the phone and why they're trying to get a higher price that they shouldn't be getting on the phone. So I tried to lay it out in a sense what stores do, where you really put like the color, jet black, storage, 128 gigabyte carrier, unlocked, and then I put comes with, and I listed everything it comes with. So it's a pretty simple technique. It's something that I definitely recommend you guys try out, and these two ads I literally sold within a couple hours, and this is only applies to selling locally. As you guys know, OfferUp is a local selling app, so obviously we want quick turnover turn over time, to be able to get that cash and go out and use that cash that we got, or rather those profits, to go out and buy more expensive phones, make more profit, or just not even more expensive phones, but just more phones that we can go ahead and make some more money off, because cash is king these days, right? So again, just kind of going brief over this ad, just laying it out, iPhone 7 Plus, just listing the type of the phone, and then just kind of going down the list and making like the actual category and then the subcategory or description of what that actually is. Now going on to the second one, this shows like the reason I showed these two, I have plenty others, but one, I don't want to make this video too repetitive because it's not that different of it, like it's not that complicated of a strategy. But also iPhone 7 Plus, a little bit of a newer phone, but now this one, iPhone 6 Plus, again a higher gigabyte unlocked. I kind of put the same kind of titles as you guys can see. I have a very kind of specific way I do it, and I've posted in other videos, so if you guys want to give it a try, it's pretty much clean cut. I love having that clean cut look on my page because I consider my OfferUp public profile in sort of like a social media profile. I wanted to have one, good reviews, and two, I want to make it look like one, I don't have 10 postings of the same thing, so it looks like I'm a reseller, but also I just want to make it look clean cut, because when I look at people, I look at what else they're selling just to make sure that they're not any sort of sketchy type of seller, no matter the amount of reviews, which does help, but I just want to have it look very clean cut, so that's why I do put the titles and descriptions that I do. But this one, again, same one, I just put iPhone 6 Plus at the top, color gray, carrier unlocked. This one I put gigabyte, but I recommend putting storage. It's a little bit easier. And then I put 128 GB, which is 128 gigabytes. IMEI status clean, activation ready. Yeah, so that's something I didn't do on this ad, but it didn't really affect anything. I guess they both sold really quickly, but IMEI status, a lot of people don't know what that is, but for those that are actually familiar with the industry, I mean, you should, if you're trying to buy a phone locally, know what you're doing, but a lot of people don't. But for those that are familiar what that means, I just put it in there sometimes just to confirm that I don't get any dumb questions where I have to answer like, hey, is the IMEI clean? Well, I wouldn't be selling it if it wasn't. So, or I'd put it on there, but I see why they might have to ask that because of the nature of this industry. But again, activation ready. That was kind of a thing I included. I saw it on other people's ads, and it was just something like, in my mind, I put myself in the shoes of a potential buyer of these phones. I was like, hey, I want to know that this can be activated. So activation ready, it's kind of repetitive of IMEI clean, but for those, this was kind of like a subcategory for those of the IMEI status to make sure that those that didn't know what IMEI means, that they know it's just ready to activate with their service. So again, this is a pretty simple layout, but I definitely think it'll help you guys. It's something that I recently started, and it's not my only strategy, I'll be honest with you guys. I like to test new different things. It's just the kind of person I am. It's kind of similar with Facebook. When I test on Facebook ads, you have to test like 10 different kind of copies, or ad copies, which basically means different pictures, different descriptions. Really see what kind of sticks with people, and that's what sales is. You want to see, based on your niche, what kind of things stick with people, what resonates, what really people will motivate people to buy your whatever your item or whatever it may be. It doesn't really matter. So I'm always kind of have that sales mentality, and I always want to get the quickest turnaround time as possible because I'm trying to make a profit out here, and I know you guys are too. So I hope this video really helps a lot of you, and if you found value in it, definitely give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. If you're not in the family, hit that little subscription button down below. I'd really appreciate the support. And obviously, if you're not in the phone flipping Facebook group, I do have it linked up there as always. Just a little plug for you guys, but it's the second link down below. Just have to answer those 3 questions. Please answer them. I'd really appreciate it, just like your email. And if you want that phone flipping starter pack, which again, if you're interested, is the first link down below. Sorry for all the plugs, but again, if you made it to this far in the video, I really appreciate you. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.